we know enough to study the formal definition of MATLAB functions. A function's interface with the world is defined in a header at the beginning, and that header is called the function declaration. The declaration starts with the function keyword, and to remind you that it's a keyword, MATLAB highlights it for you in blue. Then come the output arguments, if you have any. If you have more than one, the square brackets are required, otherwise they can be omitted. And if you have output arguments, even one of them, then you have to have an equal sign, otherwise it can be omitted. Next comes the function name, and the same rules apply for function names as for variable names. Then come the input arguments, if any. If you don't have any input arguments, then parentheses are optional. Otherwise, a comma-separated list of input argument names goes between parentheses. Okay, that's the formal description of the function declaration. But let's see some examples. You can have 0, 1, or multiple output arguments, and 0, 1, or multiple input arguments. And you can have them in any combination. In fact, here are all 9 possibilities, starting with a case in which there are no output and no input arguments, in example 1, and ending with a case in which there are multiple output arguments and multiple input arguments, in example 9. And what about function names? First off, the name of the function should be descriptive. For example, if you write a function that computes the Fibonacci series, don't call it f or x. Instead, call it Fibonacci, or Fibo, or something that suggests its purpose. And stay away from the names of built-in functions, because that can get very confusing very fast. If you see a function called sqrt, for example, you're going to expect it to return the square root of its argument. And furthermore, if you name your function sqrt, you won't be able to call the built-in sqrt. You'll be running yours instead. How do you know whether or not there's a built-in function with a name that you'd like to use? Use the built-in function named exist. The command help exist will help you learn how to use it.